3 wins in a row, Nashville, Michigan, Pocono, back to back to back. And the man doing it is 45 years old. He has never won a NASCAR Cup Series championship, and he is also the co-owner of the team his biggest rival drives for. Let that sink in for a second. The spotter sees everything. And today we are talking about the most complicated, most dramatic, most fascinating storyline in all of NASCAR right now. Denny Hamlin is not just on a hot streak. He is rewriting the entire 2026 championship conversation in real time. Stay with me because this is where it gets interesting. Let's go back to the beginning of this story, because to understand what is happening right now, you need to know who Denny Hamlin actually is. Denny Hamlin has been racing in the NASCAR Cup Series since 2005. That is over 2 decades of Sundays. Over 2 decades of watching other drivers celebrate in victory lane with the season championship trophy. He has 64 career Cup wins. That puts him 9th on the all-time list. He passed the late Kyle Busch just last week at Michigan to get there. He has won the Daytona 503 times. He has won at Pocono 8 times in his career. He is one of the greatest drivers in the modern era of the sport. And in 21 years as a full-time Cup driver, he has never won a championship. That is the wound that never healed for Denny Hamlin. He has come close. He has watched teammates win it. He has finished second in the standings and walked away empty. But this year feels different. And here is the part of the story that most people are still wrapping their heads around. Denny Hamlin does not just drive for Joe Gibbs Racing. He is also a co-owner of 23XE Racing. That is the team he started with NBA legend Michael Jordan. The team he built from scratch. The team that now runs 2 full-time cars. And one of those cars is driven by Tyler Reddick, the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series points leader. The man Hamlin is now chasing down in the championship standings. So think about that for a moment. Hamlin owns part of Reddick's team. He helped build the organization that Reddick races for. He pays the bills that keep Reddick competitive. And now he is 3 wins in a row and 19 points away from taking Reddick's points lead. This is not a typical rivalry. This is something NASCAR has never quite seen before. An owner racing against his own driver for the championship. Now pay attention to this part. The 2026 season started with Tyler Reddick looking unstoppable. He led the championship standings from the very first race. After 15 races, he had a triple-digit points lead. He had 5 wins. He looked like a man on a mission to become a back-to-back champion. Then Denny Hamlin caught fire. It started at Nashville Superspeedway. Hamlin went from the rear of the field and won the race. Most people thought it was a one-off, a veteran driver having a good day. Then came Michigan International Speedway. Hamlin started from the back again. After an unapproved adjustment to his car, he worked through the field, took the lead with 38 laps to go, and pulled away by 11 seconds. 2 wins in a row, both from last to first. Both completely dominant. Then came Pocono. Hamlin took pole position. He led early, lost the lead briefly to Larson, and then tracked him down on long-run pace. He managed the race, executed his pit strategy perfectly, and held off Tyler Reddick at the end by 1.678 seconds. 3 wins in a row from the pole position. In all 3, the last driver to win 3 consecutive Cup Series races from pole was in 1981. That is not a typo, 1981. And that's when the wheels came off for everyone else in this championship race. Let's talk about what those 3 wins have done to the standings. Before Nashville, Reddick led by over 100 points. After Pocono, He leads by 19 points. 10 regular season races left, every single lap matters. Now, every stage point, every caution, every restart, the margin is that thin, and it is only getting more complicated. Reddick has been asked about racing against Hamlin, his team co-owner, multiple times this season. He has handled it professionally. He has said the right things. He respects Hamlin. He knows the deal, but you could hear it after Pocono. Reddick said he lost time in a couple of spots. He said some of it was bad luck. He said they did not get the job done. He did not complain about Hamlin, but he did not sound relaxed either, because here is the uncomfortable truth sitting underneath all of this. If Reddick finishes the season second in points behind Hamlin, Hamlin wins money from the team he co-owns. The success of Reddick's season financially benefits 23XE Racing, which Hamlin is a part of, so Hamlin wins either way, as a driver or as an owner. The only person who does not win in that scenario is Tyler Reddick himself, the man who gave everything to hold that points lead for 15 straight weeks. Now, let me tell you what the rest of NASCAR is saying about this. The reaction around the garage has been a mix of awe and genuine concern. Awe because what Hamlin is doing at age 45 is historically rare. He is on pace to set career highs in wins, laps led, and average finishing position at 45 years old. In a sport where most drivers peak in their late 20s and early 30s, Joe Gibbs Racing team owner Heather Gibbs said after Pocono that it takes 450 people back at the shop making this happen. She called them the hands and feet of the organization. And she is right. The No. 11 Toyota has been the most consistently well-prepared car on the grid through May and June. But the concern comes from the rest of the field. Hamlin and Reddick combined have won 9 of the first 16 races this season. 9 out of 16. More than half 2 drivers. One a Toyota, dominating a field of 36 cars. Other drivers are getting left behind. Reigning champion Kyle Larson has 0 wins in 2026. 0. Chase Elliott has 2 wins but has faded in points. Ryan Blaney, Team Penske, nowhere near the top of the standings. The championship race is being run between 2 men. One of them happens to be the boss of the other. And fans have caught on social media after Pocono was electric. The word conspiracy started trending in NASCAR circles almost immediately, not because anyone is accusing Reddick of taking a dive, not because anyone thinks 23XE Racing is throwing races, but because the optics are fascinating. When your co-owner beats you by less than 2 seconds after hunting you down on long-run pace. People are going to talk. People are going to ask questions. Michael Jordan has been notably quiet through all of this. The NBA legend who put his name behind 23XE Racing has not made a single public statement about the Hamlin-Reddick dynamic this season. That silence is loud. Now here is the spotter's take. Denny Hamlin is not doing anything wrong. He is racing the way he has always raced. Hard, smart, patient, and relentless on long runs. He is better in 2026 than he was in 2025. That is genuinely impressive, and it deserves credit. But the situation he has created is uncomfortable for the sport in a way that NASCAR has never had to deal with before. A team co-owner in direct championship competition with his own driver is a conflict of interest that no rulebook ever prepared for. It is not cheating, but it is awkward, and as the gap closes, it is only going to get more awkward. Here is the real question going into the next 10 races. Does Reddick hold on, or does Hamlin complete the most unlikely championship run in recent memory? And if Hamlin wins the title at 45 years old, after 21 seasons, over the driver he co-owns, what does that mean for the future of 23XC racing? What does it mean for Reddick's contract? What does it mean for their relationship? NASCAR did not see this coming. Nobody did. The next 10 weeks are going to be unlike anything we have seen in a very long time. Drop your take in the comments below. Are you rooting for Hamlin to finally win the title, or do you want Reddick to hold on and end the debate? If you found this breakdown worth your time, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the spotter is watching every lap, and this story is far from over.